This is Michelle, and we're able to meet here and see her family and meet her mom and her siblings. She is 7 years old, and she lives with both of her parents here in the village. The parents are struggling to make ends meet to ensure that she goes to school. She's often sent home when she tries to go to school because she doesn't have enough money to pay for it. She has 3 other siblings that also are not in school. Her parents are trying to survive on a small scale farming, and they own a very small piece of land, which is over here. She's actually a happy and healthy child, and she was chosen because her mom feels like she has a higher IQ and has a really opportunity to be successful in school.
If she's given a chance, she can make it.
I remember sending my wife a text saying, "This is Michelle." Her profile was the number 1, the top of the stack, and I didn't need to look any further. Michelle had my heart immediately.
Uncle Jason. Tunulide bulungi. Uncle Jason.
Hi, Michelle.
School fees.
I was just trying to document as much of the experience as I could so I could show my family later. We are walking towards Michelle's house right now. I had no idea that I was about to capture this moment that completely embodies the entire reason FCW exists. I wasn't ready for it. I don't think anyone there that day was ready for what we encountered. It was just the raw emotion of Michelle's mom, covered in mud, yet full of hope.
Thank you for coming.
And I just keep replaying, "Thank you for coming, thank you for coming, thank you, Lord." It was as if for the very first time that this mom was able to look up from her desperate, hopeless, mud-covered feet and know that everything was going to be okay.
What would her life be without his sponsorship?
As time goes on, even if they are 30, in most cases they go off and get married. Or at her age, she can be taken to the nearby town and she works as a maid. You know, it's really hard because in most cases they are so tiny, they don't know what to do, and their bosses, abuse them because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not paid, and that is life, especially for girls, if they don't get to go to school. So this is a big deal for Michelle to have an opportunity to be sponsored and go to school.
That's excellent.
The craziest part about all of this for me still is wrapping my head around the idea that the prayers of this mom were answered because of $38 a month. $38 a month literally changes their life. Michelle's life wasn't the only life changed that day. My life was changed. Everyone's life who was there, present in that moment, all of our lives changed. It blows my mind every time I think about it. The path of Michelle to no longer be left up to chance. It's no longer a path that's destined to getting married against her will at the age of 14 or being forced to move closer to the big city so she could become a servant. $38 a month has allowed God to pick her up out of the mud of hopelessness and despair and give them the assurance of knowing that in their life, specifically, the best is yet to come.